Okay, so here is a very visually stimulating look into where I come from with respect to pulp culture. And I apologize that the initial upload for this was kind of just my presentation slides as I presented this in a group and presented face to face. So I've decided to go back and record the audio so that hopefully this helps more when you're assessing this. So everything for me was kind of shaped with respect to cartoons, from Reboot right through to Ninja Turtles, kind of fitting today that I work in robots or computers. Video game consoles shaped me, basically because they were fun and engaging, and to me today they're relevant as far as to teach from. And it's hard for me not to have it shape my teaching strategies. So my social world revolved around MSN Messenger, and well before the Facebook years, and as it was still the primary way to communicate through text. And especially those that weren't allowed cell phones until the college days. So, you know, a lot of me and my friends, we were still off cell phones until well into the mid 2000s. So it wasn't until I think 2004 that I got my first cell phone. And kind of my historic movie watching kind of developed me into a critical thinker, one who enjoys multiple views of history and current ones. I guess a childhood at a glance provided, these are some pictures of me. I had a pretty good upbringing. I was provided for by, a single mother. I have two sisters as well who were younger than me, so I was kind of the man of the house. I still like to connect myself and my sisters to the latest trends in pulp culture. So growing up, I was kind of always setting the precedence for what kind of music we should listen to in the house, and listening to Green Day and Blink-182. And there's no surprise that I went into music, and I've been playing drums and guitar for the better part of 20 years. And I went right into playing bands in my intermediate years of elementary school and right through to high school. So it was, for me, pulp culture has had a big impact. Backstreet Boys, Aaron Carter, going to concerts with my mom, and just having that lasting impact that really drives what I do today. And I still go to concerts and listen to new music with my daughters, and I can't wait to bring them to their first shows. I went into Air Cadets following such a lengthy passion of World War history, thanks to my grandfather, and being allowed to watch younger films at a younger age, war films at a younger age. So I was immersed in pulp culture, and it's probably no surprise that in my profession, I ended up where I am today, as my foundation in the world around me, teaching technology and the ability to parent. It comes from a history of pulp culture influences. So I see myself very focused and aware as a parent because of the experience I've had with social media, fashion, video games, movies, all these trends throughout my life. So I am a realist in kind of every stretch. I try very hard to find a reason or a meaning behind the choices being made as a professional facilitator, as a parent, and as a young educator. So these are just some pictures of me in a professional setting, some of my passions with respect to technology. I obviously fell in love with video games as a kid, and game-based pedagogy, project-based learning, problem-based learning. It's all surrounds kind of a big push with technology today. 3D printing, coding, this idea of being kind of hands-on with digital technologies is really happening, and I like that I'm kind of at the forefront of it. I like that I'm entering education now with this big change. I hope to be able to do a lot with that. Let me just move on here. This is my family. Some pretty special people here. It's no surprise that I ended up where I am today. My foundation in the world around me is kids. It's my own family. It's being an uncle to a couple for my sisters, and I have many nieces and nephews, dozens and dozens of them. I have a fairly big family on both sides. So I come from an influence, a history of pulp culture, and I plan to do the same with my daughters. You can see us playing instruments here in one picture. I say BAM. It stands for Brendan, Andrea, Meredith, Michaela, and Madison. Our three girls, all of them. So we thought that was cute and still like it. So this is us in the Incredibles outfit at Halloween. So that kind of pop culture trend. They're into Minecraft in schools, and they're kind of into Harry Potter and all these kind of trends that we liked years ago, my wife and I. And now it's interesting we get to enjoy them with our kids. I guess my statement of intent, I'll just move through to that very quickly. I'm a big advocate for technology in the classroom, no surprise after hearing me speak here. I want to really understand the impacts, both positive and negative, that educational technologies and social media have, pop culture in general. What kind of impact does that have on youth today? I'm interested in the development of social skills and the mental health correlation that digital technologies have on students as well. We're kind of engulfed in all these robotics and these 3D technologies and trying to find a way to engage and prepare students for the future. Are we doing it the right way? Can it be better? And I'll just leave it at that.